Okay, this is not toilet closet. And sit down. Yes, you're welcome to another episode of Settlement Galila. This time around, going straight to the business of today, I will be talking about a particular accident that happened to one of our. Okay, sorry. I'll be talking about a particular accident that happened to one of our actresses in Nigeria, Didi enakem. Yes, a fire accident happened in our home that involved a part of a home. Yes, and why am I talking about this? I think I want to do some more. So let's put that aside. We need to learn about some things, and we need to, look at accident like this, home fire accident, and see how such will not occur again. Firstly, our heartfelt condolences to the lady Didi enakem. She's a good actress, even though I've not really watched most of her videos anyway. But I heard that she's a good actress, and to the landlord, that is owner of the house, to our heartfelt condolences. We pray that God provide for them a manifold to be able to multiply whatever they have and whatever they lost, and get more in mind. Several times we've discussed about what relates to fire accident, and I think it's high time in Nigeria especially that we start to investigate causes of accident, not just accident, especially home accident when it comes to fire especially. And the reason is not perfect. We've had recent occurrence of fire accidents where millions has been lost, human being has been lost, and I ask myself, this continue to occur. We don't understand the law of what's it called? I think cause and effect analysis. You do not only pray for fire not to happen, you work towards fire not to happen, and you prepare in case it happens. What are those things you need to put in place? Most of us have extra money in our account, in our bank account, to prepare us in case of when there is no job or something. So we also need to prepare for accidents when it happens. Even to prevent it is the first. Prevention is better than cure. Remember, they said knowledge is power. Yeah, power is power, knowledge is power. But this is my own philosophy. I believe that power is power, but knowledge becomes power before power now becomes power. So you need to get the knowledge. Depending on how you get the knowledge, then it becomes power. Depending on how you use the power, it now becomes the real power used to control the world. So we need to get knowledge, and we have several times, if you look at my previous safety videos, discussed about a lot of things that have to do with fire accident. So now let's go to this particular accident that happened. What led to the accident? This accident happened 3 days ago, and I've been patient going through profile, Instagram especially, to see updates, to know what really happened, what caused fire, what led to the fire. And this morning, hopefully I saw a video of I think a 9-minute video or so, where she was praising, thanking everyone. Then she got to this place where fire, she talked about fire, then she said, okay, you can listen to what she said.
For everyone asking, about how the fire, what caused the fire incident and stuff, it was from the AC. The fire broke out from the AC. That was what I heard. That was what I was told.
Okay, before we talk about that, there's something I really need to clear. 3 things can lead to fire. 3 elements lead to fire. If one is absent, then the fire is absent. There will be no fire. Number 1, you need the fuel. Fuel can be anything. Fuel can be in liquid form, can be your petrol, can be your diesel, can be liquid form. Liquid form, there are a lot of flammable substances that are in liquid form. It can be solid, it can be your wood, it can be paper, it can be anything solid that can that are combustible, let me put it that way. Then it can be gaseous form, especially your gas cylinders, your gas inside your gas cylinder. And also you should note that it's not only that, fuel can be electric current. Electric current is also a fuel to increase the rate of supply of the rate of to increase the rate of flammability, let me put it that way, when there's an electrical fire. And that is, you need oxygen. Oxygen is available everywhere. Oxygen is everywhere. If there's no oxygen, then you won't be here watching my videos. Then number 3 is heat or source of ignition. What will ignite those two? When you have flame, you have oxygen available. maybe you pour petrol to the ground now and there's no flame, definitely there will be no fire. But when there's a source of ignition, it is to fire. Same thing happens to electrical fires too. When there is maybe high current, there's current around here, normal, you are using electricity, there can be source of oxygen is available already. There can be source of ignition from anywhere. Source of ignition can be a spark that occurred or overheating of a particular appliance. Definitely, I have been showing you some signs that this thing can lead to fire. So those are the 3 things you need to start a fire. So looking at the video that I saw some days ago when the fire, after the fire has occurred, when she was showing us the video of the entire place. Mind you, this video is not to criticize. This video is for us to learn on how to prevent accident, and if it happens, what should we do, and how to prevent the escalation of fire accident. Now, if you look at the video, what I saw there, I don't know, maybe I'm not seeing it very well. I see somewhere that looks like the kitchen.
So this happens.
I'm seeing somewhere. If you look at the video very well, it looks more like a kitchen. Would it have been gas fire? Because everything got burned there after, but the kitchen cabins, I think those ones are obvious. I think, okay, let's agree that it's the AC. Let us agree that it's the AC. Now, what has been done? What was done? Was there was no observation? Yeah, it's possible. Has there been record that particular AC has been giving off fault or overheating or not working properly? Have there been any reason to inspect? There's a lot of things that has to do with deliberate safety. It's not only about thinking that you are saving your home, it's about putting deliberate steps to ensure that you are saving your home. Okay, let's still agree that it's the AC, that is electrical appliance. What should have been done? Don't mind me, my English, my bad. What should have been done? Okay, what I do when I'm leaving my home is to put down my changeover to generator. That is the power supply. I either remove the fuse or change it to generator so that there will be no supply of current. Oh, you might argue that your iru inside your fridge will be smelling, or whatever you have kept inside your fridge will be smelling. And I ask the question, I think deep freezers still spend like at least a day or so. That even when you switch or when there's no power supply, your deep freezer should still be able to preserve for a day or two. Not to talk of when you are going out, turn everything off, then when you are coming back, you switch it on. I think it is much more safer. Because when you change over to generator or to off the power supply, I think it makes the home safer than when you leave it on. Apart from the fact that you are wasting it, if you are spending more money unnecessarily, at least you are using the possibility of having a fire in your home. So people might come up and start arguing about some other things that could happen if there's no current in the house. But this video is particular for fire accident, and I don't think there is something more serious that could be more devastating than fire accident in your home. Okay, and if you watch the video very well, it was so obvious to us that it felt so sad, and I really love the way she handled the emotional aspect. There's what we call mental health and safety. The way she was able to manage and cope with the situation is really fantastic. I give it to her. But when she saw the vase and she was like, "Oh, my vase," so emotional about the vase. I'm like, "Oh, vase, out of I think flower vase or something. Flower. Oh, my flower. Emotional. Out of, oh my God, I feel like crying." But really, that should be a concern. I was in the kitchen there, and I'm seeing flour bags, or what should we call it? Flour. Flour is highly combustible. Even if there's anything you should keep in the kitchen, I don't think it should be something more combustible. Okay, there are some that are necessary. Your cabinet, your kitchen cabinet, some things that you need to put, but some extra flammable things should be kept in the kitchen, because whenever there's a serious fire, those things will add up and become fuel and ignite and make the fire spread more and more. See, there are so many things when it comes to fire. I don't know if there was no fire. I think that's a standard house, like I'm looking at quote and unquote. Is there any fire alarm? Is there any fire extinguishing system in that house? I even want to ask the question to Didi, enakem, do you have a fire extinguisher in that your kitchen? Okay, it was during the day. Let's assume nobody was there. Okay, at the first floor there was no fire extinguisher. In the compound, okay, the house belongs with the landowner. The compound, is there a standby huge fire extinguisher in your home that in case there's a fire and nobody's able to get through, the one outside can help. There are some fire extinguishers like that, and this will make me to talk about this. Yes, it might look like advertisement. Yes, I can advertise. I as a person or my organization, Further Safety Consult, we deal with home inspections. It's part of what we do. We help you to inspect your homes to check for faults, electrical faults, things that can lead to accidents. We advise you, give safety advisory measures. We educate your people. These real estate agents, real estate developers that sell house to homeowners. We advise that if you can put this as part of what you deliver to your client, I think it will go a long way in creating that bond and making them understand that we really care about them. It's not really about building a house and giving them to live. It's about protecting, making them feel protected, making them feel safe. When you tell them that okay, there's a program for them, maybe on a 3-month basis, they receive training. We can train their kids. You can engage us. We train their kids. We train them on what to do when there's a fire. It goes a long way in ensuring that that bond with your client, and you will be different from every other agent, because really it's a step above every other kind of real estate agent. So if you need a safety consultant that can help you in doing things like this, help in periodic home inspections, checking everything to make there are a lot of things that has to do with home accidents. It's not only fire. People have fell to the ground and become disabled due to lack of knowledge. We have electrical fire. People have become electrocuted. They spend days in the hospital, spend money to get treated for things that could have been avoided. Kids have drank poison, thinking that it was something they could drink. It was something edible. All these things happen. Kids have poured water on their body. Parents, a lot of accidents happen in the home. Even we've seen stories of children drowning in swimming pools. There are a lot of things to learn when it comes to safety, and at Further Safety Consult, we provide these services for you. So you can contact us if you need any of our services when it comes to home safety inspection and home guidance and advice. So back to the story. So if you keep looking at today's video of my madam, enakem, sorry for your loss again, for the loss of your properties and whatever you lost. I know God will provide more for you, definitely. She was saying that yes, thank God it wasn't in the night. But the question is, what if it was in the night? Yes, why will not give you a timetable? What if it was in the night? What should we do if it was in the night? Is there any emergency response system? Is there any procedures that we need? Do we even know how to extinguish a fire? Most of us don't have fire extinguishers in our home. Even if you know how to extinguish, at what stage do you extinguish a fire? Thank God there was no casualty, and that is where I was so happy that thank God there's no casualty. And for the fire service, I'm still coming to them. Let's leave them for now. What do we do? What if it's at night? If it's at night, what are those steps that we need to take to ensure that there's a limitation to the casualties? Yes, if it's at night, we know that definitely it will take more hours for our fire service system. Maybe you'll be snoring at the office. I don't want to go into that. I'll still talk about them at the end of this video. But what I'm saying is that what if it happened in the night? Don't just assume that it can happen. It might not be you, it might be someone else, but let us learn. What if it happens at night? Firstly, like I said, we need to educate ourselves and learn and unlearn and relearn so many things. There are so many things that have to do with home supervision that we neglect. Most times our women, even the men, we cook and everything got burnt because we are doing something else, distraction, lack of supervision. Another very important one that happens is what was it called? Let me remember. Yes, when we are cooking, we want to prove that we are chef. Like I used to do it. I used to do it, but I'm always very careful. And I'll allow if I'm using palm oil, I'll allow the palm oil to get to that temperature. Then I'll pour whatever I want to pour, maybe the pepper or whatever, and you see the fire. Boom! I'm a chef. If you go and chef yourself and go and burn yourself, you become chef delight. So let us talk about the real deal. There are some risks that we don't need to take in the name of trying to prove what is not supposed to be proven. So if it happens at night, the first question is there a process already? Are there emergency exits that we know in our home? Even at the design stage, our real estate agent, do you consult with safety professionals to design it in a way that there will be emergency exit that will be different from the regular exit in case of fire? Do we have that emergency exit? How do we position all these our fire cylinders and every other thing in our home? This is at the design stage. I know we are getting there, but I know we can do better when we engage the professionals. So if there's a good knowledge of what to do when there's a fire, remember it starts from the design stage. If the knowledge is now being passed to those that inherit, that is what inherit, those that bought the home, and tell them if there's an emergency, this is the other part that you have to pass through. The house, that is the standard house. Are there all these fire detection systems to know that yes, there's a fire or there's not a fire? It will have been done. It will have been maybe prevented earlier if there's a fire system. That is a fire extinguish system that is being speeded, sprinkler system that extinguishes the fire. They said it's the AC, and I know that the AC definitely will have been giving some signs if it was inspected, but definitely maybe I don't think there's any schedule for inspection in our home. So this will go a long way to help us to prevent accidents from happening. So at night, going straight to the point, at night when such happens at night, the first thing that you need to do is to hold the attention of everybody. Let everybody be aware that there's a fire immediately. Let everyone know that there's a fire, and when you see the fire, everybody should move down to the last floor. I don't know if there's a muster point, and these are part of the things that we should have in our home. We have it in our offices. We see muster point here. It should be in our home too. Our home is where our family belongs. We should be more safety conscious in our home. Even if we are safety conscious in our workplace, we should be more safety conscious in our home than in the workplace. So everybody should move down. Then call the attention of the fire service. Then those that can help in extinguishing the fire, and at the same time, like we're saying, it has to do from the beginning, before the design stage. Is there fire extinguisher available? There is fire extinguisher available. Do you inspect it? Do you check it? There are ways to check if your fire extinguisher is still in good condition. Do you know? No. Consult with safety consultant, further safety consultant will help in getting these things done so that we'll be prepared. We all don't want fire to happen. We all don't pray for it. But when it happens, it's not that God is being wicked. God has already provided for us the knowledge and things that we need. Videos like this, people hardly watch them because it's not a comedy video. It doesn't make you laugh, But when it's a comedy video, they go for them. And these are the videos that will educate you, that might prevent you or assist you. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback about my videos, and I really appreciate those who give me the feedback about how they've been able to prevent one thing or another, or learn one thing or the other that assisted them in preventing a particular accident or injury that would have happened in their home. And I think that goes a long way in we continuing making videos like this. So everybody should be down. The keys to a safe place. Everybody down. And if we are trapped in the fire and there's smoke everywhere, what should you do? I won't say that here. This video is becoming too long. Watch my previous videos on emergency response system for fire, and you will learn about that. So what I'm going to say now is to conclude it. Fire services, those quote and unquote they tried, because at least the whole house didn't go down before they came. I think they have some lashes, maybe let me say like five. Okay, it's alright. So you guys can be faster and you guys can be earlier. We understand that along the road, the government too has a role. Everybody has a role to play. Like in all my videos, I emphasize that everybody has a role to play. The government too has a role to play. Yes, they have a role to play. The movement from your side, I get tired when I hear of, thank God that you didn't tell us that there was no water. I will have plugged you like 15, but there was water, and you guys we came there when the fire was still on, and I think a good job was done. But all the same, we can still be better, and we can be faster, and we can also investigate. Fire service department, or what will I call it? You guys should start investigating accidents and publicizing it to the world what led to the accident, so that everybody will learn. We can also help in propagating this. We can be part of the team that will help us to investigate an accident and getting the consequences or the result to people, so that they will know what actually led to the accident, derive lesson learned, and share it to everyone. And that will be our discussion for today on the safety moments with Adiola. I didn't tell you to subscribe this morning, but I don't think subscribing would be a bad idea. Subscribe is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Just subscribe and click on notification. Simple. Subscribe click on notification. Now finish. Thank you. God bless you. My song as usual.
I have some things to say, so take it on the way.